Most of us actually confuse heating and stretching your hair, and I have seen it with a lot of my clients. And as you can see from the video, my client is actually experiencing a lot of heat damage. You can see the unevenness of her hair strands. You can see that I had actually applied moisture, because I need to apply that before I apply the chebe butter, and the hair didn't coil, and that was one of the biggest signs that I know that is associated with heat damage. Hair that is damaged will not coil, whether it's heat, whether it's relaxers, that won't coil. Like, it will not go back to its African state. So that's the first thing. And then I slowed down here because someone requested that I do a slow video on how I braid my hairs, and this is how I do it. I am lucky to be able to braid from both sides, so I can't say that I use the left or the right side or even the middle. I can basically start braiding from any side, any part of the hair, and the hair will come out just good and neat. I think I'm just talented in that. Let's brag a bit, but it is well. So let's talk about some of the signs and symptoms that you will need to assess to see if your hair is heat damage or is experiencing heat damage. The first one I've talked about is that your hair fails to coil when it has moisture or even water. When you go to wash it, it doesn't coil, or it doesn't go back to its African state, or even if it does, you can still see some stretches of, or some parts that is still very, very straight, like it has some relaxers. That is basically heat damage. And of course, another thing that you're going to see from hair that is actually experiencing a lot of heat damage is the dryness and the brittleness, because this comes with a lot of moisture loss, because again, you have ruined the structure, the protein structure of your strands, so your hair is not able to retain any moisture well. So you need to make sure that you're pumping up with conditioners, with sealants like our chebe hair butter, so that they can actually protect and moisturize your hair further to prevent that dryness. And we all understand dryness is one of the leading causes of breakages because of the brittleness that it comes with. And of course, you're going to have all this now unevenness in terms of your length and your strands. Someone will say that maybe she has lesser or shorter hair at the back because she sleeps with her back. I also sleep with my back, and my hair at the back is usually the strongest. That is not a factor, because if you use a good satin, if you use a good cover when you're sleeping, your hair won't be coiling. Of course, if you sleep with your hair open and you're twisting and turning, you're going to tangle it and it can break, but that is not a cause. I actually asked her and she was like, no, the hair just started breaking off, the hair just started leaving. That is basically what she told me. But you see, that is basically a sign of weak damaged hair due to heat damage, because she has never relaxed her hair. So those are some of the signs that you will look out for to know if your hair is actually experiencing heat damage. So what do you do if you actually see that your hair has a lot of heat damage? You need to make sure that you talk to your stylist first, or you change your stylist. Because you see, the other day I went to a salon and I was just curious. Someone was getting blow dried. I asked the lady, hey, your blow dry inafanya kazi vizuri? And she was kind enough to tell me that nikitaka kununua, like when I want to buy another blow dry, because I told her I also style, when I want to buy a blow dry, I need to go and make sure that I tamper with the regulation bit. They do that, and this will actually ensure that your hair is applied with a lot of heat all at once. What will happen? Your strands will experience damage, whether you have the best hair care practices or not. And of course, you need to reduce the frequency as well. If you're going to the blow dry every 2 weeks or even monthly, you can reduce it to at least every 3 months or even quarterly. That is very ideal, because most people think that I need to blow dry my hair to make my hair, I need to blow dry my hair to stretch my hair. No, you don't. There are so many other ways that you can stretch your hair, and your stylist will actually still make you very neat lines or even neat braids without the heat. I do that and it works. If you have followed me, you know I do that and it works. So it is very possible. Let no one tell you that you have to heat your hair. No, you can pre-stretch it. You can do cornrows, you can do matutas, you can do twist outs, you can even do the threading, stretching, and it comes out really, really nice. Then you just gently comb it. And of course, you need to use products like our moisturizing honey conditioner that is a perfect detangler for African hair. Then you go in and seal with the chebe hair butter after detangling, and you do your matutas, and then you air dry it or sun dry your hair. And I swear, once you are doing your matutas, you will see significant changes, and your stylist will be able to even style you without even the pain that people actually anticipate. And you can even style your hair for a bit and you love it, because the volume, the length, because our products actually help with retaining all that, so you will actually love your hair. So let's try as much as we can to avoid damaging our hairs in the name of stretching or searching for that straighter look, because African hair is so beautiful and we need to teach our kids as well the same. So give me a like on this video and share with someone who's struggling with heat damage, and remember to subscribe for more.